Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump has broken his silence after the intelligence community has said there is no Epstein list. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. I don't believe there's no Epstein list. I don't believe it. I don't think you guys believe it either. Now, there is the possibility. I've known Dan Bongino for years. And I believe if he knew of an Epstein list and he had access to an Epstein list, he would release it as soon as he could. I don't believe Dan would say that it doesn't exist if it does. But what I do think could have happened is these people knew. You know, Trump won in November. He's coming in January. They had time to destroy evidence. And I believe that's what they did. Now, President Trump here, he says it's time to turn the attention onto getting criminals off our streets, illegal aliens, but he addresses specifically Kash Patel and Dan Bongino and their role in the FBI, and if it's in danger because of what's going on with the Epstein list. And then, of course, the MSNBC anchors here, as you can see, they try to spin this in the most negative Trump way possible because that's what they do. They're propagandists. But they do have the information here on what Trump said. So I want you to see it, and really let me know what you think in the comments.
Their jobs because of all of the political pressure inside the building. You've got Trump posting on Truth Social about the FBI today. The FBI, under the direction of Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bongino, is back to the basics, locking up criminals and cleaning up America's streets. We have the greatest law enforcement professionals in the world, but politics and corrupt leadership often prevented them from doing their job. That is no longer the case, and now they have been unleashed to do their jobs, and they are doing just that. Keep it up. Make America safe again. I live in a world, if you have to tell me stuff like this, there's a problem. What criminals are they locking up?
Well, that's a good question. And you know what we have for doing that types of street investigations of street crime? We have police. We have state and local police to do that. The FBI, they do collaborate with state and local police, particularly on task force that do sometimes involve violent crime investigations, drug trafficking. But there's also so much of the FBI that is about part of our national security apparatus, right? That's investigating, as we were talking about, not just counterintelligence cases, and terrorism cases, but also foreign corruption, domestic corruption, right? Highest levels of corruption, both in our, corporations, but also within government, and, things that local police just don't do. And instead, I think what we're hearing is we're basically deprioritizing all of that in favor of support to mass deportation and some level of other types of street crime, violent
investigating the opposition. Look, when I hear Donald Trump say, or write on his little social media site,